Travels with Lucky here. Hey, this is a little bit of a different video. So it was a week ago that we went to this destination. It was our fifth try at having a vacation as we are newly retired. Well, this one was actually quite successful. We had a good time and it was pretty relaxing and we didn't have to drive for days and days and days. But I thought about this for 3 days. We've been home now for, well, yeah, 3 days. And I didn't even know if I should put together a video or not, but I decided I would. And so this is my introduction to a really cool place in northern Montana, and it's Hot Springs, Montana. So I'm going to point out some things that I noticed about hot springs. You probably think, oh, it's going to be about the hot springs. Well, yeah, it'll be a little bit about the hot springs, but mainly I'm going to tell you about some of the unusual things that I noticed about this town. And well, I hope you enjoy it. It's just a different take on hot springs. So this is my introduction, and I am back home now. But after this, we'll start from the beginning, and you'll get to see some of the country and, yeah, the hot springs, and then some of the oddities about the town. So be sure to watch till the end, because I'm saving the really most bizarre thing until the end of this video. I haven't seen anything quite like this for ages. So anyway, enjoy. It's a different take on a small town in Montana. Okay, so it is a beautiful drive, and I'll tell you one thing, it is off the beaten path and definitely roads less traveled. So I'm just pointing out some of the highlights here as we traveled on up to Hot Springs from southwest Montana. Now, one of the things that I noticed, and it probably makes it not a really desirable place to go, is that in Hot Springs, there absolutely, there's no cell phone connection. How about that? To me personally, I thought that was awesomely cool. So for 3 days, we were cut free from the connections of the world. Now, here are just some places as we're driving on into Hot Springs. And also, what was interesting is there's no 5Gs, 4Gs, 3Gs, any Gs. So you don't have internet either unless you're hooked up with some kind of a Wi-Fi. So that made it a really nice spot for us. And you see all these rocks here? Well, that is really cool. I love rocks, as you know, if you've been watching my videos at all. So there are lots of different rock quarries around this town, and they mine this beautiful rock. In the video, you'll see some features with these rocks. They're all these like squarish type, really beautiful rocks. So there's lots of rock quarries around here, and a lot of people do cool stuff with rocks. So here we are, of course, fast speed on heading into, well, I think we're getting close to Hot Springs. Yeah, we're definitely getting close to Hot Springs. I guess you can't really see it, but they have all these signs like, remember Burma Shave, Wall Street drug signs way back. Oh, we talk about this museum later on in the video. But anyway, all the way on in, you see these red and white signs listing all the different businesses, and it's kind of cool the way they set that up. It is like that Burma Shave type advertising. I tried to get those, but I guess I didn't. So anyway, here's a little bit of a beautiful place where we stayed. And yeah, so one of the things about this town is you'll feel like you're back in time at grandma's house. And back in time for me is like 50 years ago, so it's like in the 1950s, and it was really just charming and beautiful. And I did take a lot of pictures, but okay, I gotta stop talking. Listen to this. These are real sounds of the neighborhood. So I haven't done this before in any of my videos, but this is part of my studio. But I wanted to just interject something here. I saw more turkeys, deer, and feral cats around the neighborhood than people, kids, or anything else. So it was enjoyable walking around the neighborhood. And these turkeys, I guess there's like tons of toms, and for some reason they were all gathered together. Now we have a lot of tom turkeys in our neighborhood too, but I've never seen so many of them. I tried to capture some of them. I was taking Lucky for a walk at the time, so you know, he's with me for a little bit too. But anyway, I just wanted to interject this. Check out these toms and the kids, and no, like I said, really I only saw 2 boys outside on bicycles. I'll show you that in this. I got some clips of them. They were so cute. And then I saw 3 girls under the age of 10. They were with their dad at a at Fergie's, where we had dinner, and they were being taught how to play pool by their dad in the bar. That was kind of cool. So anyway, I just wanted to interject. Okay, this is early morning and it's Main Street. I think that's part of an antique shop. And I walked down Main Street, and we do go into Fergie's. I'll show you some cool things about that later on, because we had dinner there. We had buffalo burgers at Fergie's. Main Street Hot Springs. It's early in the morning, so kind of quiet, nice light. I'll show you some inside shots here because our landlord worked there. Later, I'll show you that. This is the famous SYMES Hotel. You can check the links in the description for more information on that. Okay, so when you're driving around this town, you actually have to be careful because it is bordering reservation land, and you don't want to go off the main beaten path because the res cops could pull you over, and if you don't have a special permit to be on their land, you could get yourself into some trouble. But we did drive out in the country a little bit and saw some of the outlying areas. All right, so another really cool thing I noticed about the town is you will feel like you are going back to Grandma's house. And this is the VRBO that we stayed in, and it was really charming. It reminded me a lot like the houses up in Walkerville. So it was made for a really nice stay for us because this is the kind of thing we enjoy. Not everybody is going to like this, but it was a great VRBO, and if you want information on it, you could always contact me and I'll give you the info on this place. Okay, so coming up is the special little secret spot that we went to. We were introduced to it by some locals, and it is a hot tub. You put $5 in there.
You put in your $5. Wow, you can really smell the sulfur. This looks pretty cool. All right, so that's the fresh water. Wow, it does look pretty good. And then there's the where it's draining out. So apparently there's like 23 minerals in these hot springs, more than most. So I'll have to come back and check this out. Nice place.
And yes, we did go back 2 times. Total soak time, well over a couple hours. I felt the relaxation effects for several hours. This is more of our country drive down around the area. Kind of some weird stuff, but wait till you see the end of the video. There's some really weird stuff in hot springs, and I'm going to show you that. Those are the Mission Mountains. It is beautiful country around there, but it's way out in the middle of nowhere, off the beaten path for sure. We kind of got lost trying to find some different things out there, and we didn't want to go too far. So, toward the end of the video too, I also did make a quick run through the History Museum for Hot Springs, which was having their grand opening consequently. And just here's some cool little places around town. There's those 2 boys. I told you I only saw 2 kids outside and those 3 girls in the bar with their dad. Another little interesting fact about this town, I would call it the bathrobe town, because people are walking around in their bathrooms and nobody thinks nothing of it because, you know, they're going to the hot springs and stuff like that. So these are just a few shots of some cool flowers I saw around town.
Wow. Okay, so like this stone is mined around here quite a bit. Look at it. I don't have my microphone, so anyway, this is like a really cool, I don't know what it is. There's a creek down there. I'll walk around. Anyway, check this out. This is an amazing rock wall. So I'm going to turn to show you the size because, well, look at it. Oh man. This is a beautiful stone wall. Oh man, I can't believe it. So like, I'm 6 feet, so it's over 6 feet tall. Look at that. Is that not just beautiful? Look at that. Oh gosh. Whew. That's really cool. So this is like at the edge of some kind of a park here. And I'm going to go down there because there's some water. See if I can get around there. And then, oh, look at the curbing they have. Oh man, that's so cool. So there's the main street right down there. Wow, look at these cool houses. Let's head down here. See what we got going on down here. this is cool. I don't know if this is somebody's private property or not. But then, yeah. Alright, so this is a ponderosa pine. It's pretty hard to tell the perspective of how round that is, but that is probably about from there to there. Doesn't look like it, but that's about 4 feet wide. So, alright, mathematicians, what's the diameter there? It's really big. This is by that rock wall. Alright, oh man, there, I'm going to zoom in and you can see the natural stone. Wow. So, okay, so, oh, all right, I can just stand here. All right, so this is a little different, like I said. I'm just interjecting my thoughts because I thought, you know, maybe people might like an outsider's perspective of a town they've never been into. Yeah, so even though I've been in Montana for 50 years, I've really never spent any time around that area, Hot Springs. So it was really a treat to be able to go there, and I wasn't disappointed. I'm trying to think back on some of the things. I hope you're still with me because I know this was a little bit longer than normal, but I don't know, I didn't know how to break it off. So if you still got a few minutes, hey, I was going to take you to Fergie's. That's where we had our buffalo burgers. And I wanted to talk a little bit about Creekside Inn. Well, I'll talk about it right now. Twice we had breakfast at Creekside Inn and Cafe. I loved it. Really, favorite people, favorite place. She gave me this bowling ball. Yeah, so it used to be a bowling alley, and we got to talk with Grandpa, granddaughter, saw the aunt, and it was really fun. Maybe I'll go back there sometime and visit with these people some more. It was really cool. So that's Creekside Inn. I'll show you, yeah, I got to show you inside Fergie's. It was pretty cool.
Oh, in Plains.
So she orders the blanks and then she does the handlework. I don't know if she's gotten into forging itself. I think her son has.
Oh, so, wow. And this is your girlfriend making them?
No, her aunt.
Oh, her aunt.
Yeah,
that's cool. So let's see how it's all hooked up in there. Dang.
Cool.
That's cool. You don't mind me videoing you?
Totally good.
Awesome. Thanks.
We went there, and instead of going out for dinner, we bought some buffalo salami, Swiss cheese, and Dublin cheese, I think. And that was our dinner.
Yeah, so we've been to a few different places. Creekside Inn, Fergie's, Bucks. Anyway, I just thought I'd interject a few different things. Oh yeah, like, I hope you're staying with me because toward the end here in just a little bit, like a couple minutes, I've got to show you the weirdest places. I mean, there are some really amazing collectors. Yeah. I don't know. Maybe they're just hoarders. Like, one yard was filled with boats. One yard was filled with car parts, tires. Another place was filled with everything. That's a part of this video come up. And then there was another kind of tastefully decorated house with all kinds of cool stuff around. All right, so I'm going to show you all that stuff. Just interjecting this here now. Well, after 6 months of being basically locked inside, spring has sprung. Whoa, beautiful. All right, so look. Oh, listen, you gotta hear the wind. Oh man, I love this place. Here's a few more view of the famous historic SYMES hotel, and I put a link to it in the description. Oh yeah, Bathrobe Town. I would call this Bathrobe Town. People walk around in bathrobes, don't think twice. There's the boat hoarder. There are like a bunch. There's the car part hoarder, or collector, whatever. So yeah, okay, so this is that Bikers Are Welcome beer bar. Our landlord was working there, so we just stopped in to say hello. Yeah, this is that pretty bizarre place on the corner. It's just filled with stuff. I just don't get it. And we're going to finish off this here in just a minute with that other collector from outside of town just a bit. Yeah, some kind of bizarre stuff around here.
Okay, I think I've discovered the alien ship. Yep, there he is, waving and everything. Okay, weirdness doesn't stop here. This is really weird. This is background talking that goes on there. I'm just going to let this roll as it may be. You make what you want of it. Well, unfortunately, I had to mute the background sound, but he had like radio music, some kind of weird singing coming through. I didn't want to get a copyright ding, so I couldn't play that. So I'm just going to add some music here. You can watch this, make what you want of it. But this video is getting kind of long, so I'm probably going to wrap it up here real quick. I just wanted you to see some of this weirdness. Okay, that was pretty weird. And aside from there being a lot of churches for a population of less than 600, that's kind of strange too. Well, also the fact that there's like a Buddhist thing going on there. All right, well, here I'm just going to play some music. This is some shots of the museum, and I want to thank you for watching and hanging in there with me. The museum was just having their grand opening, so if you do get around this area, stop in. That's kind of interesting, but I'll give you the gist of it right here. And I want to thank you for watching, hanging in there with me. If you've been watching this far, I really appreciate it. I know this is a little bit different, but yeah, I had to think about this one for a while. So anyway, I hope you enjoyed it. Leave me any comments. Have you been there, or what do you think? Love to hear from you. Thanks for watching Travels with Lucky, and until our next adventure.